I want to talk to you about suicide. I want to talk to you about the attempt that you made in 2014. This was the second attempt.
Yeah.
In the book, you say, I mean, it was nearly 200 pills, aspirin that you took, and after each one, you ask yourself a question. Do you remember what that question was?
Well, why for a start, and it's the best way out. Because having written this book, I've done a lot of research that, you know, most women in my position in an abusive relationship, there's 2 women for a start that commit suicide every week by themselves because they don't see a way out. And there's 3 women a week that get killed by their abuser. So these are the statistics that we're dealing with. And I didn't even realize that. All I knew in my relationship at that moment is I'm better off out of it, and I want my kids to be looked after by my mum. And there was I couldn't see the wood for the trees.
Yeah.
Now I know otherwise. Now I know there's helplines, there's refuges that you can go to, there's women out there, and men also, that have been through this, if not worse or exactly the same.
That your story is not necessarily unique.
No,
that
it's
there
not.
are so many
It's
people
not. Yeah,
that deal with
but
this.
you feel very alone, and you have no one to turn to because you've been cut off from your friends and family bit by bit.
Right.
So you are literally at death's door.
You also write that you ask yourself, are you sure? And each answer, each time was it yes?
Well, yeah, because where else was there for me to turn apart from just down? And abuse is very good at making you feel very down and very alone and almost like you're going crazy also.
Did you ever, before this attempt, did you ever feel like maybe you might die? Like maybe he would put you in a situation where you might be seriously harmed, where your life would be in jeopardy?
Well, yeah, I was, many times. And you, like I say, you live in fear and panic all the time. I mean, even now, I still look over my shoulder every now and again, but I know that I'm safe because I have certain things from the law that are in place to protect me. But, you know, you never fully get over it. You just learn to live with whatever damage has been done physically and mentally, and you learn to recognize it, and you learn to talk about it and begin that healing path, which is going to be a path that I'm going to be on for many years. But at least I'm aware of what I've been through. I'm aware of how I react because I've been through that.
Yeah.
And, you know, life is hopefully I know it is on the right track to self-healing.
The second hardest thing for me to read in this book was, I believe in this chapter where you talk about writing the note to Phoenix.
To Phoenix, yeah. Yeah.
Where you basically write her a note before you try to take your life. Do you know if she ever found that or if she ever read that?
So she did read it. And she was so angry. She was angry when she saw me in the hospital too. She was like, why would you ever think about leaving me? And my excuse amongst my pain and guilt was, but I wasn't leaving you I was leaving you in the care of my mother. And it's hard still to even explain it to her, but she understands it bit by bit. She understands the situation that I was in because she saw quite a lot of it. But it's just going to be one of those things, as a mother, you're never going to really forgive yourself for.
Yeah. I can't imagine what that would have been like to wake up and see her there.
Oh, it's awful. But then again, I can't imagine what it would have been like for her to see her mother go through that and feel so alone as the oldest of 3 of my kids.
Yeah.
You know? But she's a very spiritual, in tune 19-year-old who's really smart, and she's been exposed to a lot, and she understands a lot, and she's never going to go down the path that I went down, and she's fully aware now of what an abusive relationship looks like on every single level, on every single platform.
Yeah.
So I have to think of the good that has come out of such a horrible, dark situation.
You write in the book that her voice, her face, is what made you, when you came out of that, was what made you say, okay, now this is it. We've got to really get this together.
Yeah.
What's your relationship now?
Well, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, to think that I did that and I should technically be dead, but something carried me through to the next day, and I ended up in the hospital and I got my stomach pumped, and I'm here today to tell the story. She's my strength and she's my rock. You know, she's 19 years old. I still can't believe I have a 19-year-old. But she's a hero. She's got such fight and spirit in her and such strength. You know, she's amazing.